An evening, folks. I just gotta be careful. I go into coughing fits because of my asthma and I gotta use the emergency inhaler. The air's really dirty for me, and I'm going to be using my CPAP tonight. This is why I tell people you could get distillers, you could get stovetop, you could get electric. It's not hard. Look on Amazon. Okay, we are going to talk about the most easiest transport system you can have, and that's a bicycle. Now, a lot of people, they look at me, why can't I use a horse? Try care and feeding of a horse. I know, I have two. Okay? You have to feed it, maintain it, and everything. Uncle Han's not playing games, and I'm keeping these two because I had to sell the others because I can't afford the feed. Now, nice things about bikes. These are safety bikes from the turn of the last century. You could use it everywhere. Anybody could ride a bike. They used to have bicycle rifles. They used to have bicycles. People used to traverse everywhere. You had a train, you had your bike. That's all you needed. But people forget. And when the automobile invented, everybody went crazy for the auto. It took a lot longer with a bicycle, but pretty soon somebody put a gas engine or electric engine on it, and then we have e-bikes. Now, a lot of prepper channels have been talking about e-bikes. There's a bad secret about those. I keep telling people some of these e-bikes do not work if there's no charge in the battery. So it's like you're pedaling really hard, and I beat you by walking. Okay? Some of their gear system is linked up to the electronics. So there's no power running through the electronics like EMP, dead battery, God knows what, short, or just after years of abuse falls apart and you don't have anywhere to change the parts or repair it. And then what you had in 2 years, a dead bike. All right? So keep it simple, folks. Keep it simple. All right? Smart. Keep it simple. Smart. Get a regular bicycle. Get frames for the tubes, chains, the whole bit. I prefer getting solid bicycle rims. Okay? Bicycle tire, completely solid. No tubes. I have another set of bicycle rims with balloon tires for off-roading. Now the bike, I could do it on street or I could do it off-roading. All right? It's designed for that. And I don't want a 10-speed. A lot of people in the 80s and 90s wanted 10 speeds, but I told them, you can't take that off the road. All right? That's why a lot of 3 speeds and a lot of the older people knew about the 3-speed, and there used to be a 5-speed that you could take it off the road and go pedaling around in the backwoods, beaches, and stuff. Yes, I'm that old. Okay? So we're just talking about bikes. You should have a bike for each member of the family as they grow to replace the proper size. Keep it simple. The adults, if it's a family of two youngsters, 2 adults, you can have each adult pull a trailer, okay, bike trailer, easy, not hard, and you have the kids with their bikes and saddlebags or Pantenes. Okay, before Uncle Ang got sick and I miss my ATV and I miss my horse. I really miss my motorcycle, but I can't ride those. All right, because Uncle Alan's sick. And today my doctor was like, he had 2 resident interns, and they're looking at me like, this man should be dead, doc. And I'm like, I'm here. I could hear. Okay? He wants me to cut back on my daily walking because parts of me are not holding up well. Okay, that's years of damage. And they don't want me dead out on my 5-mile walk. Usually I do 10. I go to Exeter and walk back. And my family says, don't do that. And look, it's only 10.5 miles. I stopped by A&W and walked back. You're old and feeble. Yeah, right. Doesn't bother me. One of my friends, he said, yeah, I can march out to Exeter from Visalia and I'll be fine. And I'm looking out, bet you $20 I'll see you at Exeter's A&W. And we took off. I cheat. I took the bus to the outskirts of town, took another bus to Farmingville, and then rode my collapsible bike, portable bike. Pulled it out of the sack, rode on, had my knapsack, had my water, had my floppy hat, and ride on the side roads down to Exeter. And I went to, at noon, to NW, and I'm still waiting for him. Okay, it was getting late. I want to go home. I'm tired. I'm old. All right? I spent 2 hours at A&W. This is when I was a lot better and didn't have all the problems. And he's like, how come you're so cool and calm? I have a packable bike. I took the bus. I wore the backpack. Okay? I don't do things the hard way. If I can take a bus, use a packable carry-on bicycle, I'll do it. All right. I was ahead of him. It took him 2 hours just to cover 10 miles. All right? Took me about an hour and a half. Okay, and he's chugging. I'm like, sit down, I'll order lunch for you, we'll chat, and I'll show you my way. And they couldn't catch up because I'm on that little bike pedaling. And then I caught the bus, and we both went back to town, and then we catch another, pedal some more, and then catch the other bus, and he's like, you're smart. Yeah, that's the big trick of it. Being smarter than most people. So why do all this problems? And he's like, I walked 10 miles. Yeah, but it's not SHTF. And if you had a packable bike, you could have biked halfway and walked the rest of the way. And I told him, how heavy is this? That isn't heavy. You have it in a bag. Yeah, it makes also a great backpack. And he's just looking at me like I stepped on his cat. All right? You have to outthink the other guy. Use your brains. Okay? If you want to get in shape, lift weights. I can't do it because my back, my heart, 2 stents, and some other gizmos in me. I can't do that anymore. Okay, I love free weights. I love to go on the bike. But they said, it'll kill you. So I don't do that anymore. So remember this. Get a bike. Keep it simple, smart. Keep it simple, smart. Real easy, very careful. You have a bike. And if you have 2 sets of wheel, one for street and one for off-roads, you have multi-purposes. And if you put Pantene and a wire basket, remember, you're not looking cool on the Italian countryside on your 10-speed. This is practical. Can you carry groceries on a 10-speed? I like to see that on a lot of 10-speeds. A lot of people wear booty shorts and they're tripping around everywhere. Nope, Uncle Alan's just a plain old guy in a plain old ugly bicycle, a 5-speed. And people like, that's kind of old. I don't care. I have to outthink a lot of people. I have a collapsible, portable bike. And then this is you. We have to cross the devastated highway and walk 40 miles. And then you see Uncle Alan zipping by on his bicycle, little foldable bicycle. And you're going like, we have to climb through all these wrecked cars. And I'm just zipping through the little cracks and going, okay, use your brains, folks. Get a bike. Get 2 sets of bikes. You want a bike that's a solid frame, all-purpose. And then you want to have a collapsible bike. It's simple. Not rocket science. Easy as pie. and you have a nice night. All right, I'll catch you later. Oh, I forget. When this comes up, it's Fire Up Friday. And we're still on a fire watch. Okay, happy Fire Up Friday. Like I said, I cheat. All right, I carry a book of matches. Everybody's doing this, and now where did I put it? Rubbing sticks and stuff, and I get some char cloth and go like that, and little sunlight, and I go home. After making a nice fire, enjoying my coffee, put out the fire, and this is you with the flint and steel and the wood things, and I'm like, I started my fire 20 minutes ago with the magnifying glass and a piece of char cloth. A lot of people forget that. You should have a piece of char cloth and a little, mint tin or a snuff tin. That way you could use a burning glass or magnifying glass or eyeglass to set fire. Okay? You have to outthink, folks. So remember, I'll catch you later. You have a nice night. Be nice to your neighbors. And make sure everybody prays for the people in Texas. I thank you for that. You have a nice night. I'll be seeing you. Bye now. Don't forget my tips. Bye.